Right. Hello, welcome to I Like Motorbikes. My name is Tom and today we're in Hampshire to test this, the GPX Moto 250 TSE. Now, you'd be forgiven for thinking this is a new KTM, but it is, however, a brand new Chinese motorbike that's only just come into the UK. So who are GPX Moto? Well, they're a brand that's come out of the company USA Motor Toys in America. Originally, they started bringing in pit bikes into the US around the early 2000s. Over those last 20 years or so, what they've done is, by developing these relationships in China, they've got access to better and better facilities. That means now they've got things like larger capacity engine manufacturers, access to fuel injection manufacturers, and for the last few years, they've been able to develop a bike like this, a full-size enduro bike, but at a price that beats anybody else. Now, the 250 we're testing isn't a true 250. The engine is actually based on the old Yamaha DT225 engine that's manufactured under Yamaha license. So we've got a 230cc engine, two-stroke obviously, with things like an electric start. It's got reed induction, electronic power valve, a race carb, a race exhaust. And what that adds up to then is actually a healthy 38-39 horsepower. Since this bike was introduced just a few years ago, it's undergone a load of changes. Some of those changes are the fuel tank. That's now just under 10 litres. It now has a kickstarter backup as well as an electric starter, whereas the original didn't. They've also got rid of the oil pump in favour of going to the old school idea of mixing fuel. Now, that gives you an opportunity to say cool slogans like mixing gas, hauling ass, and mixing oil for ripping soil. Also, they've changed things like the subframe, which is now even lighter than it was before. All of that adds up then to a bike that now weighs just 111 kilos with fuel in it. That's pretty damn good. The front cartridge type suspension gives you 309mm of travel, whereas the rear linkage setup, that gives you about 300mm. Both of which are fully adjustable, and the forks, they also come with air bleeders. Adding both of these up then gives you a total ground clearance of around 330mm. The seat height, that's a little bit high at 940mm, but that's pretty typical of an enduro bike. And with an enduro bike, the suspension's a little bit softer, meaning if you've got short legs like me, you probably won't struggle, you'll be alright. Braking, well, that's taken care of with twin piston calipers front and rear. The front has got a 260mm disc and the rear 240mm. If you take a look at the calipers, you may notice they look quite a lot like a Brembo brake that's sat on KTM. What is it they say about imitation being the highest form of flattery? So what this all adds up to then is a bike that has similar specs to a KTM, but for a fraction of the price. Now, the equivalent KTM is around 70% more expensive than this, and this is just £4,950 on the road with road tax and a 6-month warranty. The KTM doesn't have any warranty. But a bike isn't just about how good it looks on paper, we need to ride it. And to ride it, we need to get changed. It's time to grip it and rip it. I'm genuinely surprised by how good this bike is. I know it sounds a little bit horrible, but I didn't expect it to be as good as this. I mean, the brakes, phenomenal. You wouldn't know they're not, you know, a proper branded make. They're so strong, loads of feel, suspension, really compliant. And even though it was a little bit soft, we've tweaked it now, so I'm gonna have a little go now and see what it's like. But it was a little bit soft, but really compliant, really enjoyable to ride. The bike it doesn't feel like it's 111 kilos, it feels a lot lighter. It's so easy to flick through some of the turns, it's beautiful. The motor, super strong off the bottom end, loads of mid-range. I'm just so happy with it. I want to find £5 so I can buy one. So now we've seen how the bike copes with some easier flowing stuff and some speed tests, we're going to do something to push it and me a little bit out of our comfort zones. Now, if you're used to watching hard enduro, this is just child's play and really not anything at all, but we're going to do a couple of little climbs, descents, that kind of thing to see how the bike gets on and see how I get on. So let's get into it. Few more details about this bike. Well, for the money, you also get billet yokes, you get billet hubs, front wheel 21-inch, rear 18, as you might expect. The rear will actually take up to a 140 section tyre as well. The exhaust, those ribs on it, they're not just for style, they're actually to make it stronger. The guys have really thought about this bike, and what I like is that this bike wasn't the same 3 years ago. Every 6 months it gets developed, a few things tweaked here and there, so the bike is only ever getting better all of the time. I mean, it even comes as standard with a fan on the radiators. You don't get that with most bikes. It's genuinely baffling how good this bike is. I mean, I can't even think of all the details that have gone into it. Of course, it's not perfect, but no bike is. I mean, the plastics, it's quite typical of Chinese bikes in my experience. The dash, again, whilst it has a plastic surround and the plastics aren't 10 out of 10, well, the LCD display is actually really crisp, clean, clear, easy to read. And other things that aren't quite up to scratch is the side stand. There are a few reports of the side stand just slightly too far out when it's in its locked position or upright position, and a few owners have gone to modify the stand ever so slightly to make it sit a little bit better. Now, it's not a huge problem. It might be something that irks you a little bit, but when you're keeping an extra £4 in your pocket versus other bikes, or you're getting a brand new bike rather than a 6-year-old bike, you can probably live with these sort of things. Another feature of this bike is it comes with 2 ignition keys. Now, that's not something that's on a lot of enduro bikes, and they've even thought of this, look. It's a little weather cap for the key, so the lock's never going to get full of dirt, grease, grit, whatever, so it's always going to work. Now, it's not in the most easier places to reach, but let's face it, it's tidy, out of the way, and it's not going to get dragged away by a branch or anything else, so you're never going to lose it. They've thought about it. One of the other things this bike comes with is a really comprehensive toolkit. It even comes with a lock wire and a jet kit for the engine. I mean, you don't get this with most bikes. It's a really well put together package. Overall then, this bike feels really good quality. Like I say, suspension, brakes, engine, it all feels really good. The chassis, the feedback, it's blown me away how good this bike is for the money. And yeah, there's a few little tweaks. It's still not 100%. But it's bloody close, and it's going to catch some manufacturers napping. You'll be seeing more of these bikes around, I'm sure of that. If you want one of these bikes, you're going to be a little bit lucky to get one at the moment, because the first 15 bikes that have come into the UK are all but sold. Now, if you want one, go to your local independent, ask them to get in touch with GPX Moto, the importer in the UK, James Brown. I'll leave all his descriptions and links below. Get in touch with him, because the dealer network is going to be rife up and down the UK and actually across Europe as well if you're watching from further afield. And it's not just this bike that's coming. Yes, the 250 is the first one here. There's also going to be a 300 2-stroke, there's a 250 4-stroke, to a 300 4-stroke and a 450 4-stroke. So it's not just a 2-stroke. If that's not your thing, there's going to be a whole range of them. So watch out. These are going to start taking over. If you've enjoyed this video and want to watch more videos like it, then click the link down here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, because why wouldn't you? Well, it's up here. But for me, now it's time to ride this bike some more, because I bloody love it.